Ukraine is going through one of the toughest moments of